The official trailer for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 is finally here, and they finally tell us when Chapter 3 is coming out. Oh, this is it. I've been waiting so long for this.
There is nothing more gratifying to my soul than being the reason for a child's smile.
What is going on, TFG Squad? My name is Brandon, and welcome back to Poppy Playtime. So this is finally it, the Chapter 3 official trailer. I don't know why I held up 4 fingers. It's Chapter 3. It's finally here. This is from the developers Mob Games. I went back a couple months ago and I showed you a couple fan-made trailers. Those were awesome, but this is the real trailer. So I'm gonna watch the thing all the way through. I'm not gonna open my big mouth, and then we're gonna go back and I'm gonna give you all my theories, and I want you guys to tell me your theories about the game in the comments below. And I'm pretty sure one of you guys told me they tell us when Chapter 3 is coming out in this video. Here we go.
To be the spark that ignites all their hopes and dreams. We owe everything to these children. This company and its toys are nothing without them. That is why it is with enormous pleasure that as the founder of Playtime Call, I announce Playcare, our very own on-site orphanage.
No.
A child should never be left unloved, never without a hand to hold when they see a monster in their closet.
What?
May Playcare bring joy, inspiration, and smiles to every child who enters these doors.
No, this is bad. Yo, I got a lot of theories. Keep watching. I'm gonna give you all of them. I am gonna predict everything about Chapter 3. Are they gonna tell us when it's coming out? 2023! Mob Games. Okay, that was really good. Let's go back and let's listen to everything he says and everything we see. So here we go. The video starts with some real ominous music.
There is nothing more gratifying to my soul than being the reason for a child's smile.
So he says there's nothing more gratifying than making a child smile, and we see Huggy Wuggy laying right here. This is basically how Chapter 1 ended, right? He fell from the giant fall. We think he's dead, but I don't know if he's actually dead, and he landed on the ground.
To be the spark that ignites all their hopes and dreams. We owe everything to these children. This company and its toys are nothing without them.
Okay, so he says, you know, Poppy Playtime Company is nothing without the children. I would assume because there's a toy, you know, they're a toy company, and then they pan over to Mommy Longlegs, and this is kind of how Chapter 2 ended. So we have Chapter 1, Chapter 2. Now what I want to see is where is the camera going to go next? Because we're all trying to predict what's going to be Chapter 3. Who's going to be the killer? Is it going to be Kissy Missy? Is there going to be a new character that we don't know about? Maybe Bron? There's a couple characters that we haven't seen a lot of in the games. So let's see. This is where Kissy Missy was kind of decapitated at the end of Chapter 2, which was kind of our fault. And also Huggy Wuggy was kind of killed by us too. So now that I think of it, I feel like they're not going to really like us very much. Let's keep going. If you want to see more Poppy Playtime footage on this channel, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe right now.
That is why it is with enormous pleasure that as the founder of Playtime Call, I announce Playcare.
Okay, so, well, let's keep listening.
Our very own on-site orphanage.
So that's the key right there. That is the key to Chapter 3. He says, as the founder of Poppy Playtime Company, so we all know, what the heck is his name? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name. Elliot Ludwig, right? I think that's the one. Elliot Ludwig, or is it Pierre? I'm gonna go with Elliot Ludwig. So basically, he's clearly evil. We all know that the CEO of Poppy Playtime Company is evil. And now they're opening up an orphanage. So here's my theory. And like I said, let me know in the comments below. They're running out of ideas for new toys, or they're running out of people to turn into toys. So they're opening up this orphanage, sadly, to lure in these kids that are innocent and basically turn them into these evil toys. At least that's my guess.
A child should never be left unloved.
So he says a child should never be left unloved, and then the next image we see is what I think is a gas mask. So we saw Huggy Wuggy, which was Chapter 1. We saw Mommy Longlegs, which was Chapter 2. And now the next thing we see is this gas mask. Now that is a creepy gas mask. I'm assuming either Elliot Ludwig is going to be wearing this because he releases gas in the toy company, or maybe whatever the next toy or the next villain is, maybe that's his head. That might be the head of the next bad guy in Chapter 3.
Never without a hand to hold when they see a monster in their closet.
So they say never without a hand to hold when they see a monster in their closet. So right now he's saying good things, right? He's saying a kid should never be left alone. He should never be scared if he sees monsters, even though Poppy Playtime Company is the reason why they're seeing monsters, but we're going to ignore that. And then if you look around in the background, it's kind of dark, but you see all the characters that we recognize, right? Like I think... might be Braun over there. Then we see the tiger, I forget his name. We see Bunzo down there. We see the flower dude. You guys know I have a terrible memory. I don't remember any of their names, but we recognize all of these characters. I think over there on the left, you could kind of see PJ Pugapillar, I believe, right next to the flower. And then the rest of it's too dark to see, but there's like a ton of blood. Clearly something bad happened.
May Play Care bring joy, inspiration, and smiles to every child who enters these doors.
Okay, now the next thing that we're about to see is huge. So he says, may Poppy Playtime bring smiles and joy to all the people that enter the doors. I don't think anyone smiles. I don't think anyone has ever smiled in the history of Poppy Playtime Company. Once you walk through those doors, your entire life is going to get a lot worse. So I have another theory actually about this gas mask. I kind of said it before. Maybe Elliot Ludwig released some chemicals that killed all of the toys, because we all know that the toys are kind of alive, right? Like the toys are probably the lost souls of the previous workers. At least that's my guess, right? All of the employees at Poppy Playtime Company had been turned into these evil toys. Well, if you look around, all of the toys look dead right now, right? Like, I don't think they're sleeping. There's puddles of blood everywhere. All of the toys look either decapitated or dead, and then we see a spotlight shining on this gas mask. So my guess is that the CEO, for what maybe the toys were turning against him, and he released some toxin, some gas, or some chemical and killed everybody. Now, he was safe because he wore the gas mask, and that's why all of the toys are dead? That's my guess. So wait a second. Who are the new toys going to be? I don't know. Let's keep watching. So, okay, so listen to this. So after he makes that nice speech about we don't want any children to be alone, we don't want them to be scared, we want everybody to be happy, you hear cheering, but then listen carefully. That cheering changes very fast. Wait for it. And now, you hear that? Okay, so that's very clear as day, right? You hear adults clapping, right? Like Elliot Ludwig must be giving some speech talking about how they're going to open up a new orphanage, and he's talking to a bunch of adults and other CEOs, and they're cheering. And then you hear the cries of the children. And that's what's actually going to happen if he opens up an orphanage. This is not going to be a good orphanage. This is going to be a terrible orphanage. The screams get worse and worse, the screen goes black, and then this is what we were all waiting for. The question that all of us have been asking is, when is Poppy Playtime gonna come out? And the answer is finally 2023. Now the question is, when in 2023? Is it going to be January 1st, 2023, which is only like 4 months away? Or is it going to be next December 2023, and that could be, a year and a half from now? I don't know. I'm sure we're going to find out more, as the weeks go by and as the months go by. But let me know in the comments, what are all of your theories about this trailer and about Chapter 3? Here's another really small thing that one of you guys pointed out. I think we're probably looking into it too far, but one of you guys said maybe it's actually coming out in 2022 and the 3 is just for Chapter 3. I think we're probably just hopeful that it's going to come out sooner rather than later. The fact that it's not coming out until 2023 makes me assume that they're really putting a lot of effort into Chapter 3, which also makes me think it's going to be a massive chapter. Now, if you guys remember Poppy Playtime Chapter 1, it was a quick game, right? It was like maybe 30 or 40 minutes of gameplay. It was fun. It was awesome, but it was a quick game. They took a lot more time to release Chapter 2, and the game was massive. I mean, hours of gameplay. I probably didn't even see everything myself. Now, the fact that this is taking them even longer to release Chapter 3, I have a feeling this is going to be the biggest chapter, to date. And then the final question that I have as the trailer is ending and and they flash to 3 right there at the end. As they show Mob Games, who's the developer of the game, the last question that I have, how many chapters are going to be in Poppy Playtime? Is this the final chapter? A lot of you guys said that you think there's going to be 5 chapters. I don't know, but also let me know in the comments, how many chapters do you think there's going to be? That was the official trailer. Maybe we'll get more trailers as the year goes on. If you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other YouTube channel. It's called TFG Vlogs, and I will see all of you in the next video.